Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Hey, check right. Watching it fine. Big stop, D. Big stop.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. There's the correct call.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Mariota. It's caught. Smith. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for. And he loses the football a second time. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. It's complete. Stills. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Carr completes it, and he's got room. 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. From 13 yards out, and the Texans have taken the lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now on 2nd and 13, Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Mariota throwing complete there to Walker. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Now, you ready? Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Hey, Orbit. You draw Corker.
On the ground, Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Shotgun now for Carr. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans push further out in front. Still 1st quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This is fielded at the goal line. a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Carr going to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Here's Carr. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. Carl come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. To throw is Carr. Flush to his right. And Stills bringing it in. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
Now, 185.
54 Mike. I got you, punk. Check 43.
Here's Kamara off the draw. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like he heard a whistle or something that stopped his swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And they'll have a short field to go as this drive starts on the fringe of the red zone at the 20.
I know he ain't got it.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This one from 35 yards away. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota, that is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Mariota now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Again, it's Mariota. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Give them 11 yards that time on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual lot.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On first down, it's Harris. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
Now 3rd and less than a yard. Monday, down. Wide 88.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Slide down.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And he'll find Akins there, complete. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Ain't no such thing as
Kill.
five.
From the gun, it's Carr.
What we got?
And this is caught, Kenny Stills. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Carr. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Throwing on second down. Mariota, a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run. This is Kamara. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On second and 9, Mariota. It's caught. Humphreys. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mariota now. And that is incomplete.
Mariota's pass intended for Corey Davis. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game. And oh, my goodness, he loses it again.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Check line 54. Line 54. You can't block me.
Now a play fake. Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Kamara, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Here's Carr to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jayon Brown. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Carr now to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Texans push further out in front. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Mariota, and this one complete to Smith. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Mariota. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
So don't say nothing.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Complete. This is Lewis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Mariota. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Mariota throwing complete there to Walker, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's Mariota. He's got the first down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now Mariota, and it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Succop. And that will get him one closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Carr going to look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Running with Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So that'll do it.